good afternoon, or you all really don't know what time it is, right? But so I am Jamesia Jonay, real estate wealth creator, coming to you for day 3 of my 21-day buying and investing challenge that I have going on. It's not too late to sign up for the challenge. You can sign up at bit.ly/free money home challenge. You can sign up right there. The link is on the screen. bit.ly/free money home challenge. I am the real estate wealth creator. I show people how to use other people's money to pay their mortgage, create cash flow, and generate generational wealth, okay? I show people, again, how to use other people's money to pay their mortgage, create cash flow, and generate generational wealth. I highly suggest you actually sign up for the challenge, because a lot of the things that I'm talking about every day, when you sign up for that challenge, you're getting emails with links and support and forms and different things that you can use to better understand this information and better prepare for the process of buying and investing in real estate. So today, day 3 is about DTI, right? So it's about debt to income ratio. So on day 1, I told you all to do a monthly budget. Day 2, we talked about our debts, right? So what debt do we have on our credit reports, right? That's what's most important. It's what's on your credit report that matters. So today I want to talk about debt to income ratio. So I wrote some things on the board behind me. Hopefully you all can see them pretty well. Maybe you'll zoom in. I'm going to stand up and go through this process really quickly, hopefully. Okay, so what I have on the board for day 3 is debt to income ratio, and I'm doing a hypothetical situation, right? So hypothetically, and I'll write this down, you bring home $5,000 per month, right? So I just wrote that on the board. So let's say hypothetically you bring home $5,000 a month. What is reporting on your credit report, right? So you bring home $5,000 a month. I'm going to go ahead and erase that. I have it all written up here. So you bring home $5,000 a month. So your income total is $5,000. And I have that $5,000 also written up here. So you bring home a total of $5,000 a month. Cool. What's reporting on your credit report? So I also have monthly payment here, right? So the monthly payment, and again, what's reporting on your credit report? The only debt that matters is the debt that's on your credit report. And I'm going to kind of bookmark that. We'll come back to that. So in this hypothetical situation, and you know what I'll do? Because I can move my camera around. Hopefully it'll focus, right? So in this hypothetical situation, your monthly payments on this credit report, they have car debt of $500, credit card debt of $200, student loans $300, right? And if I was paying attention to math, if we add that up, we get a total of $1,000. So there is $1,000 reporting on this credit report, right? So up here I have a debt to income ratio. So the debt to income ratio is you're going to divide your income, your total income, by your total debt. And this $5,000 is monthly gross income, right? Monthly gross income. So a monthly gross income of $5,000, monthly debt reported on the credit report of $1,000. So this means that this person's debt to income ratio is only 20%, right? So their debt to income ratio is 20%. Gonna put my camera back down for a moment. So your debt to income ratio is only 20%. But one of the things that I just talked about is monthly gross income, right? We don't bring home our gross income. How much home you can afford, however, or how much, so I'm speaking to home buyers right now, not necessarily investors. How much home you can afford is going to be based on your monthly gross income, although you only bring home a net amount monthly, right? So I want you to keep that in mind. So we're talking about gross income of $5,000. But you're really only bringing home net, but they're qualifying you based on your monthly gross income. Most lenders only allow a certain percentage for debt to income ratio. The lowest, I believe, is 36%. The highest that lenders will go is 52%. Whether your DTI allowable amount is going to be anywhere between 36 and 52% depending on the lender. What does that mean, right? So what that means is, so total debt allowed. Total debt allowed, so I use 3 examples. 36%, 45%, 52%, okay? So 36% of 5,000, 36% of that 5,000 is $1,800. 45% of the 5,000 is $2,250. 52% of the 5,000 gross is $2,600. So we figured out, right, that our monthly payments are $1,000 a month. Our debt to income ratio allowance at 36% is $1,800. So if I come over here, now your allowed PITI payment, right? PITI, can you see that? PITI. We talked about PITI payments yesterday. PITI payment is your principal, interest, taxes, and insurance. If you bring home $5,000 a month gross, and the lender is only allowing 36% DTI, right? You take your $1,800, 36% is $1,800. Let me take the glare off. Let me find it. Okay, because it's a little, it's still there, but that's okay. So we know 36% total is $1,800. This $1,000 came from your monthly payments. Your total debt that's reporting on your credit report is $1,000. So your allowable principal, insurance, taxes, and interest payment at 36% will be $800 a month. Your allowable PITI payment at 45% will be $1,250 a month. Your PITI payment at 52% would be $1,600 a month, right? So what are ways, or how do you, so let's say you're at the 36% and your total monthly is $1,000. So you can only afford $800 for principal, interest, taxes, and insurance to purchase a home. So with $800 a month PITI payment, you're looking at a home purchase under $100,000. So somewhere between $80,000 to $100,000, depending on the taxes, right? Because a $100,000 house with $15,000 a year taxes, you're not going to be able to afford. Why is that? Well, let me say $12,000 a year taxes, which that happens. I'm in Chicago. If you think about it, that's $1,000 a month just for taxes. Your allowable payment is only $800. So you wouldn't be able to get that $100,000 home because of the taxes. So the principal, interest, taxes, and insurance cannot be more than $800. If you were at 45%, it couldn't be more than $1,250. 52% can't be more than $1,600 a month. So here's the thing. One of the major things on here is car debt, right? Why do I have car debt on here? Because most people drive a car and you're paying a car note. We encourage people to purchase a property before you purchase a car, if you can. If you already have a car note, that's fine. There are ways to increase your home affordability or your allowed PITC payment. How is that? You can get rid of your car debt, if you can. You can pay your car debt off, great. If you can't, fine. But if you know within the next year or so you're interested in purchasing a property, hold off on purchasing a new vehicle, right? Keep the vehicle that you have until you buy the home. Once you buy the home and you've done your budget and the numbers make sense, right? Because I'm not encouraging anybody to get into debt or get underwater or anything like that. Then you buy the car. But don't buy the car before buying the home, because buying the car before buying the home affects how much home you can afford, okay? So let's say you have this car debt, you want to buy a property, you won't be finished paying for your car for like the next 2 years or whatever, but you are really ready to buy. What's the next thing to look at? Your credit cards. Then we need to get your credit cards down to 0, right? We need to get your credit cards down to 0 because now your total debt is only $800, right? So now your total debt is $800. If your total debt is only $800, your debt to income ratio is going to change, right? So my first example, the debt to income ratio was 20%, but if we change this 1,000 to 800, the debt to income ratio changes, and how much we can afford in pity payments will change as well. So I know the pity payments will change to, now we have 800 in here, 1,000. And then if this is 800, I think it'll be, let me use my math brain, y'all. So 50, and then what is it? 1350 maybe? Correct me if I'm wrong. If you need to, 1450. So 1450, right? And then if we do 800 here, now we're saying 1800. But let's stay around this 36% range. I don't want too many people purchasing a property where their DTI is 52%. Why is that? Because one, we've discussed, the 5,000 is your gross income, right? 5,000 is your gross income. You actually bring home your net income. So we want to leave some wiggle room in there because you're really only bringing home your net income, right? So the percentages don't change, but your debt to income ratio, you have now reduced your debt to income ratio by, and I'm pulling out my calculator, by eliminating your car loan. Not your car loan, I'm sorry, your credit card debt, right? So, I am Jamesia Jonah, for those who may just be joining, real estate wealth creator, while I pull up the calculator. So now we're going to divide 800 by 5,000. And our debt to income ratio went down to 16%. simply by eliminating that $200 a month credit card payment. So we eliminated the $200 a month credit card payment, and we increased our home affordability, right? We increased our home affordability. Now we can afford at 36% debt to income ratio a mortgage of $1,000, right? So that's pretty doable. I have a client who just purchased a 2-unit property. They ended up receiving a $20,000 grant that we'll talk about. So they financed around $108,000. Their PITC payment is a little over $1,000. It might be like $1,013 or something like that, right? But closer to that $1,000, where you have the ability to purchase more, you have more buying power, but at the same time, you're still going to be around the $100,000, $110,000 mark. Why? Taxes. Why? Insurance, right? You know what your interest payment is. Your interest should be a fixed rate. We'll get into that later on. I'll see if I can get a mortgage broker or something to join, right? So today is day 3. I don't want to make these days too lengthy. I will send out this example. I'll also send out a link to a calculator where you can use the app to calculate or estimate mortgage payments on properties that you may be interested in. You can actually calculate your own debt to income ratio, right? I've given you the formula so you can pull your credit report. We talked about that yesterday. If you are actually a part of the challenge, and you can join by going to bit.ly/free money home challenge, and it's on your screen, bit.ly free money home challenge. You get access to your credit report, you read your credit report, and you add up what the total amount is on your credit report. That's the only thing that the mortgage loan officers are looking for. What is reporting on your credit report? And they're looking at your monthly payment, not the total debt, right? So they're looking at your monthly payment. So you can use that. You can use 36% as your benchmark, right? Use 36% as your benchmark. Better safe than sorry. To come up with, so you'll determine your debt to income ratio by taking your total debt and dividing it by your gross income. But again, we don't bring home our gross income. This is why just because you qualify to purchase a $250,000 house doesn't mean that you should, because it's based on your gross income. So maybe you want to purchase a $200,000 home. But if you qualify to purchase up to $250,000 and you purchase a 2 or a 3 or a 4 unit, you're adding income in, right? So I actually need to do a part 2 of day 3, because when you're purchasing a multi-unit, or I'll mention it really briefly, but I'll include a full explanation in the email that I send out. When you're purchasing a multi-unit, you're actually adding to your income. Multi-units add to your income. I will break down exactly how multi-units add to your income in the email that I send out either tonight or tomorrow for day 3. But multi-units, purchasing a multi-unit actually gives you more buying power, right? So when I purchased my 4-unit property, I was able to qualify for a 4-unit faster than I was able to qualify for a single family home. So I went on ahead and purchased the 4-unit property. Why? Debt to income ratio. And that 4-unit added to my income. And I will show you all on your emails. So be sure you're reading your emails. There's great stuff in the emails. I'm not giving everything away in these videos because the videos are accessible to any and everybody, right? So I am Janicia Jonay. We just covered day 3 of my 21-day home buying challenge. At the end of this 21 days, you will be prepared or know what it takes to be prepared to purchase a home or investment property up to a 4-unit. I'm training on. You can join the challenge at bit.ly/free money home challenge. You are free to find me on Facebook or Instagram. I am at Janicia Jonay. Do follow me. I look forward to interacting with you. You all have an awesome, amazing day. This is the conclusion of day 3. Look out for your emails. Never too late to join. Tell a friend to join in as well. And have a great day.